straight lines in space. A straight line in space is the intersection of two non-parallel planes. A straight line in space is the intersection of two non-parallel planes. So this is one plane and this is another plane. So their intersection, this will be a straight line. Draw the figure. A straight line in space is the intersection of two non-parallel planes. One simple example is notebook pages. That if you observe the pages, each page is a plane and they are intersecting in a line. Another example is x-axis is the intersection of x-axis is the intersection of xy and zx planes. X-axis is the intersection of xy and zx planes. That is, equation of x-axis is y equal to 0 and z equal to 0. It can also be written as y equal to 0 equal to z. Equation of x-axis is y equal to 0 and z equal to 0, which can be written as y equal to 0 equal to z. The general form of a straight line in terms of two non-parallel planes together represents a straight line. If I denote the first plane as a1x plus b1y plus c1z plus d1 equal to 0, and the second plane as a2x plus b2y plus c2z plus d2 equal to 0, then the equation of this straight line a1x plus b1y plus c1z plus d1 equal to 0 equal to a2x plus b2y plus c2z plus d2. So here we are writing equation of two non-parallel planes together. The above form is said to be unsymmetric form. Unsymmetric form of a straight line. Unsymmetric form of a straight line. That is representing the two non-parallel planes together. Next, equation of a straight line. In this, number one, vector form. Number two, Cartesian form. So you can represent the equation of a straight line in space in two forms. One is vector form and another is Cartesian form. Under vector form, number one, parametric form. That is vector equation of a straight line in parametric form. Vector equation of a straight line. Vector equation of a straight line passing through a point A with position vector A bar. Vector equation of a straight line passing through a point A with position vector A bar and parallel to a vector B bar. Parallel to a vector B bar is R bar equal to A bar plus T B bar, where T is a scalar. So here T is called parameter. Vector equation of a straight line passing through a point A with position vector A bar parallel to a vector B bar is R bar equal to A bar plus T B bar, where T is a parameter. The derivation of this equation is, let P be any point on the line with position vector R bar. Let P be any point on the line with position vector R bar, that is OP bar equal to R bar and OA bar equal to A bar. From the figure, AP bar is parallel to B bar. Once two vectors are parallel, we can write one vector as constant times the another. That is AP bar equal to T times B bar. In terms of position vectors, AP bar equal to R bar minus A bar equal to TB bar, which implies R bar equal to A bar plus TB bar, where T is a parameter. So vector equation of a line in parametric form is R bar equal to A bar plus TB bar. Because it has a parameter T, that's why it is called parametric form of vector equation of a straight line. Second one, under vector form, first one is parametric form, second one is non-parametric form. Non-parametric form. Here itself, when we are writing AP bar is parallel to B bar, AP bar is parallel to B bar. We can also write as AP bar cross B bar equal to 0 bar. That is, their cross product will be a 0 vector. In terms of position vectors, R bar minus A bar cross B bar equal to 0 bar. So R bar cross B bar equal to A bar cross B bar. So here there is no parameter involved. That's why it is called non-parametric form. So vector equation of a straight line in non-parametric form is R bar cross B bar equal to A bar cross B bar. Here R bar corresponds to position vector of any point on a line passing through a given point A with position vector A bar and parallel to a vector B bar. So under the equation of a straight line, second one is Cartesian form. In that, first one, symmetric form of a line. Symmetric form of a straight line. Equation of a straight line passing through the point A, x1, y1, z1. Equation of a straight line passing through the point A, x1, y1, z1 with direction ratios proportional to A, B, C. Equation of a straight line passing through a point A, x1, y1, z1 with direction ratios proportional to A, B, C is x minus x1 upon A equal to y minus y1 upon B equal to z minus z1 upon C. So this form is known as symmetric form of a straight line. So how to derive this is, let P x, y, z be any point. Let P x, y, z be any point on the line passing through the point A. Let P x, y, z be any point on the line passing through the point A. Then direction ratios of AP bar are proportional to difference of x coordinates, difference of y coordinates, difference of z coordinates. That is x minus x1, y minus y1, z minus z1. Direction ratios of AP bar are proportional to x minus x1, y minus y1, z minus z1. Given that direction ratios of the line are proportional to A comma B comma C. Hence, they are in proportion. That is x minus x1 upon A, y minus y1 upon B, z minus z1 upon C. This form is known as symmetric form of a straight line. Here x comma y comma z corresponds to any point on the straight line passing through the given point A. So if I take this as T, then I can write x in terms of T, y in terms of T, and z in terms of T. So any point on the line, any point on the line can be taken as any point on the line can be taken as x1 plus at, comma y1 plus bt, comma z1 plus ct, where t is a parameter. Where t is a parameter. So if I take t equal to 0, then the point itself becomes the original point, ax1, y1, z1. So if I go on different values of t, then I'll get different points on this line. Now, instead of direction ratios, suppose if direction cosines are given, equation of this straight line, passing through the point A, x1, y1, z1, equation of this straight line passing through the point A, x1, y1, z1 with direction cosines L, M, N. Equation of a straight line passing through the point A, x1, y1, z1 with a direction cosines L, M, N is x minus x1 upon L equal to y minus y1 upon M equal to z minus z1 upon N. We can convert here the equation of the straight line in terms of direction ratios to direction cosines also. We can divide A with root of a square plus b square plus c square, b also divide, c also divide. Then it becomes what? Direction cosines. So equation of this straight line passing through the point A, x1, y1, z1, which makes an angle alpha with a positive x-axis. And let us take P, X, Y, Z at a distance of r units on the line from the given point A. Draw the perpendicular from P. Then cos alpha equal to AM upon AP, that is x minus x1 upon r, which is equal to L. So x minus x1 upon L equal to r. Similarly, we can write as r equal to minus y1 upon M, that equal to z minus z1 upon N. So equation of this straight line in terms of direction cosines is x minus x1 upon L equal to y minus y1 upon M equal to z minus z1 upon N. Equal to. Instead of R, can I write plus or minus R also? Here we have taken a point P at a distance of R units from A. That means instead of taking in this direction, I can take in the opposite direction also. That means this side also I can take. So when I take P dash, so P and P dash are 2 points at a distance of R units from A. So again, if I draw a perpendicular and derive in the same manner, then I can get as x minus x1 upon L equal to minus R. So when you are using the R as a distance, then this form is called distance form of a straight line. Distance form of a straight line in Cartesian form. Now, so here also if I want to write any point on the line, so any point on the line becomes P equal to x1 plus or minus LR, y1 plus or minus MR, z1 plus or minus NR. So any point on the line in terms of direction cosines, x1 plus or minus LR, y1 plus or minus MR, z1 plus or minus NR. So either you take plus 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 or minus minus minus. And here R corresponds to distance of a point P on the line from the given point. So always you will have 2 points at a distance of R units from A. That's why we are having plus or minus, plus or minus, plus or minus. Next coordinate, y coordinate and z coordinate. This is very important. So when you want to find any point on the given line at a distance of some units, then use this formula. If you want to have any point given line from a given point at a some distance, then use this formula directly. Equation of a straight line. Passing through 2 points. Equation of a straight line passing through 2 points. Again, first one, vector form. Second one, Cartesian form. Vector equation of a straight line. Vector equation of a straight line. Passing through 2 points. Vector equation of a straight line passing through 2 points. A with position vector A bar and B with position vector B bar. Vector equation of a straight line passing through 2 points, A with position vector A bar and B with position vector B bar is R bar equal to A bar plus T into B bar minus A bar, where T is a scalar, that is t is a parameter. So this form is called again vector equation of a straight line in parametric form passing through 2 points. Now, so the derivation is similar to the previous. Let P be any point on the line passing through A and B with position vector r bar. Let P be any point on the line with position vector r bar. Then from the figure we can write as AP bar is parallel to AB bar. So AP bar equal to some constant times AB bar. So in terms of position vector, r bar minus A bar equal to T into B bar minus A bar. That is r bar equal to A bar plus T into B bar minus A bar. So here I can group the terms of A bar and B bar also. Then r bar equal to, if I group A bar, so 1 minus T into A bar plus T B bar. Now, this form is of the form r bar equal to x A bar plus y B bar, where x and y are scalar, and the relation between them I can say as x plus y equal to 1. Now, if you observe this equation in terms of two parameters x and y with respect to the condition x plus y equal to 1, basically only one parameter only, using this condition you can say. Now it looks like r bar here representing as a what? Linear combination of vectors A bar and B bar. So vector equation of a straight line passing through 2 points in parametric form. Either you can use r bar equal to A bar plus T into B bar minus A bar, or r bar equal to x A bar plus y B bar, where x plus y equal to 1. So this is the parametric form. Now, how to write the non-parametric form? So like previous what we discussed, AP bar cross AB bar equal to 0 bar. The cross product will be 0 vector. So in terms of position vectors, r bar minus A bar cross B bar minus A bar equal to 0 bar. That is r bar cross B bar minus A bar equal to A bar cross B bar minus A bar. So it can be simplified for the right side part. So r bar cross B bar minus A bar equal to A bar cross B bar minus A bar cross A bar, that is 0. So vector equation of this straight line passing through 2 points with position vectors A bar and B bar is r bar cross B bar minus A bar equal to A bar cross B bar. Next, similar to this Cartesian form. Equation of this straight line. Equation of this straight line passing through A x1 y1 z1 and B x2 y2 z2. Equation of this straight line passing through A x1 y1 z1 and B x2 y2 z2 in Cartesian form is x minus x1 upon x2 minus x1 equal to y minus y1 upon y2 minus y1 equal to z minus z1 upon z2 minus z1. Or Even we can have one more form also. Instead of using x1, y1, z1 in the numerator, we can use x minus x2 upon x2 minus x1, y minus y2 upon y2 minus y1, z minus z2 upon z2 minus z1. Forms are different, both the lines will be same only. So this can be derived using the previous one, equation of straight line passing through a point. So let p x comma y comma z be any point on the line. Then direction ratios of AP bar is x minus, direction ratios of AP bar is x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1. Then the equation of the line passing through a point A with the direction ratios proportional to x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1 will be in this form. Or we can have equation of the straight line passing through B with the direction ratios proportional to x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1 will be this. Conversion from one form to another, that is vector form to the Cartesian form or Cartesian form to the vector form of a straight line. So let us take Cartesian form of a line. So what is the Cartesian form of a line? X minus x1 upon a equal to y minus y1 upon b equal to z minus z1 upon c. The meaning of this is the line will passing through a fixed point a x1, y1, z1 with direction ratios proportional to a comma b comma c. Now how to convert this equation to the vector form? So I can write in the vector form as r bar equal to xi plus yj plus zk. So equation of the straight line in Cartesian form is x minus x1 upon a equal to y minus y1 upon b equal to z minus z1 upon c. Now this line we have to convert into the vector form. But the vector form of a line is, we have written before as what? R bar equal to a bar plus tb bar we have written. That means we should express in this form. That means to express the equation of a straight line in this form, we should have one point on the line and a one vector parallel to it. Now for this line, when direction ratios are proportional to a comma b comma c, then the vector along this line can be written as ai plus bj plus ck. That is vector along this line means parallel to it will be of the form ai plus bj plus ck. That means this corresponds to, in this equation is what? B bar. And a bar corresponds to the position vector of the point A. That means I can write as r bar equal to x1i plus y1j plus z1k using the point plus t into b bar means ai plus bj plus ck. Don't get confused this a bar and a, because a b c are the direction ratios. Now, so here R bar will be what I can take as xi plus yj plus zk equal to x1i plus y1j plus z1k plus t into ai plus bj plus ck. So this is Cartesian form to the vector form. Here xyz corresponds to what? Any point pxyz whose position vector r bar is what? Xi plus yj plus zk. So we are writing r bar as a bar plus tb bar, where a is point on the line. So position vector will be what? x1i plus y1j plus z1k plus t into parallel vector to it. So parallel vector to it will be ai plus bj plus ck. Now even you can convert back from vector form to the Cartesian form also. So when this form is given, and if you want to convert to the Cartesian form, group the items, group the j, group the k, and equate it on both sides. So when I group it and equate it, so I'll get x equal to x1 plus at, y equal to y1 plus bt, and z equal to z1 plus ct. So from this I can write as x minus x1 upon a equal to y minus y1 upon b equal to z minus z1 upon c equal to t. That means this is a symmetric form or Cartesian form of a line. So when you want to convert back, that is vector form, to the Cartesian form, equate the coefficients of I, J, K on both sides and write in this form. And why we are equating is I, J, K are non-coplanar vectors, that is linearly independent. So when you bring left side, all the coefficients must be equal to 0. So conversion from Cartesian form to the vector form and vector form to the Cartesian form. Equation of the line passing through a point A, 2 comma minus 3 comma 1. Equation of a line passing through a point A, 2 comma minus 3 comma 1, which direction ratios proportional to 1, 3, minus 2. Which direction ratios proportional to 1, 3, minus 2. In Cartesian form is so equation of this straight line passing through a point A, 2, minus 3, 1, which direction ratios proportional to 1, 3, minus 2 is x minus 2 upon 1 equal to y plus 3 upon 3 equal to z minus 1 upon minus 2. Now, what about vector form? So to write vector form, r bar equal to what? A bar plus tb bar. Here a bar corresponds to what? Point A, that is 2i minus 3j plus k plus t into b bar. What is b bar corresponds to? I plus 3j minus 2k. Equation of this straight line is x plus 3 upon minus 1 equal to 5 minus 2y upon 3 equal to 1 plus z upon 2. Find direction ratios of the line and direction cosines and specific point on the line. Find direction ratios, direction cosines, also specific point on the line. So you convert this equation into the standard form of the symmetric form of a line. That is x minus x1 upon a equal to y minus y1 upon b equal to z minus z1 upon c. And then write specific point and write the direction ratios. And from direction ratios, calculate the direction cosines. So to convert the line in symmetric form, numerator should be in the form of x minus x1. So that's why we are writing x minus of minus 3. And y coefficient should be 1. So we are taking minus 2 common. So y minus 5 by 2 upon that minus 2 take to the denominator. Z minus minus 1. So here you can eliminate 2 by multiplying with 2 all denominators. So the point on the specific point on the line will be minus 3, 5 by 2, minus 1. And direction ratios will be minus 2, minus 3, and 4. And direction cosines will be divided with root of a square plus b square plus c square. And this line in vector form is r bar equal to minus 3i plus 5 by 2j minus k. That is using this point plus t into a parallel vector. Parallel vector will be what? Minus 2i minus 3j plus 4k. Now let us take another example. Now equation of this straight line is given as this: x plus 3 upon 2 equal to y, comma z minus 1 equal to 0. Now for this straight line also, first convert into the symmetric form and then write direction ratios, direction cosines, and a specific point on the line. So in this example, it is a straight line, but it is split into two parts. Means basically these are the two planes now. So intersection of two planes is a straight line. That means here it is given as unsymmetric form now. Unsymmetric form to the symmetric form you have to convert. That means to convert this, because it's a simple example, so you can convert easily as x plus 3 upon 2 equal to y minus 0 upon 1. And this you can combine with this as z minus 1 upon 0 you can write. Now you should not think that the denominator when 0 is there, it is not defined. Here it is defined. Why? Because the denominator corresponds to direction ratios or direction cosines, and they can be 0 also. That's why this is defined in straight line in space. Now this side is same as this. When I cross multiply, you'll get the same only. And you cannot have any operation this side, but whereas you can have operation this side. Means what? From this I can say as z minus 1 equal to 0 only. That means I am going to get this only. But only between these two you are having. Between this and this you are not having any relation. That's why it is from this side you can say that z minus 1 equal 0 you will get. Now this will be in the form of symmetric. So I can rewrite this x minus of minus 3. So specific point on the line will become minus 3, 0, 1, and direction ratios are proportional to 2, 1, 0, and direction cosines will be 2 upon root of 5, 1 upon root 5, comma 0. Now the same equation in terms of vector form, r bar equal to a bar will be minus 3i plus 0j plus k plus t into b bar, that is 2i plus j plus 0k. So 2i plus j. So this is the vector. Angle between two lines. Angle between two straight lines. Angle between two straight lines. Again, you will be having two forms. One is vector form. Another one is Cartesian form. So when two straight lines are given in vector form, how to calculate angle between them. Let us take two straight lines in vector form. So r bar equal to a1 bar plus lambda b1 bar, r bar equal to a2 bar plus mu b2 bar. Now, so these are the two lines in vector form. Now, what is the meaning of r bar equal to a1 bar plus lambda b1 bar? Means it is passing through a point A with position vector a1 bar and parallel to a vector b1 bar. Next, r bar equal to a2 bar plus mu b2 bar means it is passing through a point B with position vector a bar and parallel to a vector b2 bar. Now, if I say theta is the angle between the two straight lines, then the angle between the straight lines will be same as angle between the corresponding parallel vectors. So I can write directly the formula as cos theta. So once I know theta is the angle between the lines and the corresponding parallel vectors are b1 bar and b2 bar. So angle between the lines you can write in terms of cos theta as cos theta equal to b1 bar
B1
dot b2 bar upon modulus of b1 bar modulus of b2 bar. Condition for perpendicular lines. Condition for parallel lines. So condition for perpendicular lines. b1 bar dot b2 bar equal to 0. So condition for parallel lines. b1 bar equal to some constant times b2 bar. So these two must be what? Parallel. Now exactly in the same manner, when two straight lines are given in Cartesian form, let us take first line as x minus x1 upon a1, y minus y1 upon b1, z minus z1 upon c1. Another line, x minus x2 upon a2, y minus y2 upon b2, z minus z2 upon c2. Now, what the meaning of this line is? It is passing through a point A, x1, y1, z1 with direction ratios proportional to a1, b1, c1. And second line is passing through a point B, x2, y2, z2 with direction ratios proportional to a2, b2, c2. If theta is the angle between the lines, so previously we have discussed how to write angle between the lines in terms of direction ratios are given. So the formula is cos theta equal to, in terms of direction ratios, a1 a2 plus b1 b2 plus c1 c2 upon root of a1 square plus b1 square plus c1 square root of a2 square plus b2 square plus c2 square. So here also condition for perpendicular lines. Sum of the products of direction ratios must be 0. That is a1 a2 plus b1 b2 plus c1 c2 equal to 0. So condition for parallel lines. Direction ratios must be proportional. That is a1 upon a2 equal to b1 upon b2 equal to c1 upon c2. So equation of a straight line in space parallel to a given line and passing through a given point. One, vector form. Second one is Cartesian form. That means given line is r bar equal to a bar plus tb bar. Means it passing through a point with a position vector a bar and parallel to a vector b bar. And what we want to calculate is parallel to this and passing through a point alpha bar. So equation of this straight line in vector form passing through the point with position vector alpha bar is r bar equal to alpha bar plus lambda times b bar. Why? Because these two are parallel. In the same manner, Cartesian form. Equation of this straight line in Cartesian form is x minus x1 upon a1 equal to y minus y1 upon b1 equal to z minus z1 upon c1. That it is passing through some point a x1 y1 z1 with direction ratios proportional to a1 b1 c1. So if I want to write equation of a line parallel to this passing through alpha beta gamma, it will be x minus alpha upon a1 equal to y minus beta upon b1 equal to z minus gamma upon c1. Why? Because direction ratios will be proportional. Equation of a straight line in space passing through a point and perpendicular to two given lines. First one vector form, second one is Cartesian form. Under vector form, so alpha bar is given, so we have to calculate equation of a line in vector form passing through the point A with position vector alpha bar and perpendicular to two given lines. So one line is r bar equal to a1 bar plus lambda b1 bar. That means it is passing through a point P with position vector a1 bar and parallel to a vector b1 bar. And another perpendicular line is q with position vector a2 bar and parallel to vector b2 bar. So equation of the line passing through alpha bar and perpendicular to these two lines is r bar equal to alpha bar plus t into b1 bar cross b2 bar.
Yes.
Now b1 bar cross b2 bar is always perpendicular to b1 bar as well as b2 bar. That means when b1 bar cross b2 bar is perpendicular to b1 bar as well as b2 bar, then the cross product will be along this line. That means now you are having a vector along this line passing to the point with alpha bar. So equation of this line will become now in the vector form r bar equal to alpha bar plus t into b1 bar cross b2 bar. So equation of a straight line in space passing through a point perpendicular to two given lines in Cartesian form. So point given is alpha beta gamma, and this line we need to calculate which is perpendicular to two given lines. Those lines are x minus x1 upon a1, y minus y1 upon b1, z minus z1 upon c1, and x minus x2 upon a2, y minus y2 upon b2 equal to z minus z2 upon c2. Now, so equation of the line passing through and perpendicular to these two will be x minus alpha upon a equal to y minus beta upon b equal to z minus gamma upon c, where a comma b comma c are the direction ratios of this line, which can be obtained as ai plus bj plus ck equal to determinant form I j k a1 b1 c1 a2 b2 c2. So if you equate, then you can write as x minus alpha upon b1 c2 minus b2 c1, y minus beta upon c1 a2 minus c2 a1, z minus gamma upon a1 b2 minus a2 b1. So if you remember one form, then you can remember easily write the other form also.